Hey there guys, Ephraim's Vanguard here and welcome to this next episode of Let's Play the Simpsons Hit and Run. So, last episode we got through most of the tutorial stuff. I think that should just be about all of the tutorial stuff that we have to worry about.
Never run.
And we also did the first level, so we'll just be going into the house and talking to Marge. Also, there's a couple gags in here that you can do. No literal couch gags though, unfortunately.
Has been locked down.
Well, something was happening there. Maggie and Abe back
You know
there.
where my family lives?
I think there's different ones that can trigger there. Like if you come in at different times, but
Homer, go talk to Ned Flanders. He seems miffed and PO'd.
Why me? I'm the world's greatest neighbor. I even have a mug to that effect.
Alrighty, so we gotta make that dangerous trek over to Ned's house. Talk to Ned Flanders. So yeah, he's standing right out here. We'll kick his mailbox just for good measure. That seems like something Homer would do. Except it's not going... Go down! There we go. Does it actually say Flanders on the side? It does, looky there.
I'm all in a dither, Homer. So many of my possessions have disappeared. I called the police to find the culprit.
Culprit, eh?
My lawnmower, my cooler, my lawn chair, a family portrait, even Rod's inhaler. What kind of sick individual would take this stuff?
Oh no, I borrowed all of Flanders' stuff. Quick, think of an excuse to get out of here. Excuse me, I think I have to go shuck some corn.
Perfect excuse. So collect all 6 of Ned's lost items before the timer runs out, though also the level's called Petty Theft Homer. I'm pretty sure he only listed 5 things, so I'll think about which one he was missing. I think the first one is actually the one that he didn't list off there that we have to collect. I think it's a shirt, if I'm not mistaken, or a suit or something like that. Tuxedo, that's what it is. Hey, you were in my way. You were standing in my driveway. That's your fault. And as you can see, you have a time limit to collect items. That's sort of a thing going on in this game. And once you collect an item, it'll add some more time on top of it. Just gotta make sure you're a little speedy so you can collect all of it.
What's next? Flanders' cooler. I gave it to Barney.
Go over to Barney over here.
Mistakes were made.
Alright.
Oh, I wanted a peanut.
And hop out of the car here. Also, interesting detail, if you run right away from the car after you hop out of it, you'll leave the door open
Remember that cooler
on
I
it.
gave you for your birthday? Well, Flanders wants it back.
Now what will I use for a toilet?
Maybe Flanders doesn't want it back. So now we gotta go collect the lawn chair. Also, another interesting detail, you can hop in from the other side, and Homer will just slide over the middle. You can actually do that on all the cars, even though sliding over the middle in most cars is extremely impractical. Speaking as someone who's tried to do it a couple times myself, it's not fun.
Nothing lasts forever.
Come on this way.
What the heck were you thinking?
What were you thinking being in my way?
Reckless driving is my pet peeve.
Come over here. And last,
Okay,
the
last
inhaler.
one. Now where did I leave Rod's stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck.
This is one weird place.
So, the thing with the timer is, theirs started at like 2:50, I think. That's not because that's what the time is for when, automatically what the time is for the inhaler, or 3:17 there to get back to Flanders. The time stacks on top of, like, it's a certain number of seconds, and it'll be added onto the additional time that you have remaining. So if you're struggling at one part, odds are you're going to be struggling for the rest of the level to catch up, because it's not linear to where if you scrape by one section by the skin of your teeth, it's just going to give you mercy and show you the rest. Nah, that doesn't happen. Alright, here's Ned.
Flanders, look, I found your missing stuff. Now, about the reward.
Thanks, neighbor Rooney. Here's your reward. A prayer from the Lord's #1 fan. Our Father in heaven, bless this noble oaf.
Stupid Flanders getting happiness from religion. Everyone sucks but me.
Alrighty, and while we're out here, Ned, or really any character from the previous mission, will be sticking around as long as you're in the area. And guess what you can do? You can kick him around.
I I keep making God madder and madder.
That was the most appropriate thing to say there. Most of these voice clips are random, so I don't know.
It was like that when I
But
got here.
I don't know if Homer kicking Ned had anything to do about it with it. I do believe it was random, so you know what? It was very appropriate.
Of a prisoner named
No.
Boarding Glory.
Excuse you. Alright, so what's going on over here now? It does change up every time you enter and exit. Oh gosh. Homer was just staring at that like nothing was even happening.
Homie, you're late for work. And today's your workplace evaluation with Mr. Smithers.
Ah! You'll find my scorpion farm. Then where will my scorpions live? Only one person can help me. Lenny.
Sure, I guess. So, hop back into the car, and we'll be going to do the second mission over here. Drive to the Krusty Burger by the cemetery. Oops. You're in my way.
Do this thing.
Alright. If you are stuck in a position like that, pressing the D-pad will reset you back onto the road. Not necessarily the right side of the road, as you can see right there, but a side of the road. And, you might have saw me cutting through the cemetery over here. This is an area that you can do stuff. Again, I am purposely running over some stuff just to collect some coins, since every coin counts in this. Alright. Before we talk to you, I saw some of this stuff over here.
Just a few more. Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing.
Alright. Also, the ground pound does, maximum damage, it seems like, instead of the regular 3 hits. So make sure you don't do that if you're trying to do the glitch I was talking about last episode. Collect these coins over here. There's a lot of background gags, as you can see from this sign over here, which I didn't even notice until now. Also, when you're in an area like this isn't the best place to... Okay, there we go. I was about to say this wasn't the best place to show it off, but pressing L zooms into Homer for some reason. Don't know why you'd want that, except to like see his lips move. But pressing R also moves it up, which helps you see signs better if you're on foot. Destroy this so we can get its money. And now talk to oh no, not yet. Oh, I was wondering what that dollar sign was. It's Barney over here.
Can I borrow the Plow King?
Take what you want, sexy leprechaun. Just don't shoot me with that dart gun. Oh.
Whatever.
Well, that was a conversation. Also, Homer, you were standing a bit too close for comfort there. So we can actually buy a new car now, the Plow King. As you can see, it has horrible stats except for toughness. But we're not going to worry with that right now, are we? I forgot that there were random people you can buy... Well, not exactly random, but there were people you can buy cars from. Come over here and destroy this, because money. No, collect the coins, Homer. There we go. Destroy this, and collect as much as we can. And this. No, I can't double jump here. Oh well. Alright, so now we're good with that. We'll cut across the street. The cars will usually stop for you if you cut in front of them like that. And they'll just honk their horns at you. There have been a couple times, though, where I've managed to get run over. And what happens is Homer basically starts ragdolling as if... Oh, you can't hit plot important characters. So, this guy's going to be my poor example. They basically ragdoll... Whoa! They basically ragdoll on the ground like that. No, come back here. They basically ragdoll on the ground like that. That's what happens if your player character is hit by a car. I mean, it happens with these cars. There's also times during missions where, like, either a car you're supposed to be... Basically, an AI control car during a mission, like Skinner in the first one when we were racing him. If you get in front of those, they won't give any regard for you. They'll just run you over and cause that. That's another way to see it.
Never.
Hey, Homer, how about a breakfast churro?
No time. Tell me where to find Mr. Smithers.
Yeah, I think I saw him at the Quickie Mart. More breakfast churros for Lenny.
I'm gonna need a car with a little more junk in the trunk if I'm gonna take him out. I wonder if Barney still has the Plow King.
Oh, so we're getting the Plow King sooner than I thought. To complete the mission, you'll need the Plow King. Purchase it from Barney at the gasoline station for 150 coins. Important, use phone booths to access vehicles you already own. So I didn't know it was coming this soon. The Plow King was.
Wow, I need a
No,
disco
come on.
nap. Barney, can I borrow the...
Alright, so we already heard that conversation, so we'll just buy it now. Good thing I was collecting all that money, huh? Oh, and we're starting right off the bat. Office spaced. Destroy Smithers' car before he gets to the power plant.
Let's do this.
If you ever feel like getting a new set of wheels and you're not picky, just talk to old Gil. He's always got a couple crap boxes to sell.
Thank you, Bart. Okay, so here's this, and now we gotta get to the Quickie Mart. As you can see, this thing has horrible speed and acceleration, and it turns none too well either. But hey, you can destroy stuff fairly easily with it, particularly other cars, which I suppose is why Homer bought it. I mean, you think he'd just try and get there before Mr. Smithers did, but you know, apparently that's not what he does right now. Okay. And if you know where you're supposed to be going, you can just completely disregard the radar and shortcut, like I was trying to do there. If you brake right at that first... Oh god. Oh god. If you brake at that first jump right there, you can double time. If a car like this is part of a mission, though, keep in mind you don't get hit and run build up thing for trying to destroy it, even if they run over innocent civilians like that. But this is another mission type. As instead of just racing, you can also be tasked to destroy cars indicated by that red icon, and you can run them off the road like that, force them into a building, which I didn't do too well there, or you can just crash into them directly. Sometimes, though, the AI is stupid enough to where it'll just crash itself and blow itself up, which, if you are struggling on the mission, you can just do that until it works. Come on. So you can actually see he crashed a little bit there himself, and that cost him some life. Alright, he's just about done. That dark smoke, I know what it means. Yeah.
My convertible. I just waxed and undercoated.
That's what you get for expecting me to do the job for which I am paid.
So that's the end of it for Smithers. We did destroy his, or technically his Mr. Burns limousine, but my point still stands. Should I show some of this stuff over here? Let me check the time real quick. Yeah, I still got time to spare, so I'll show some of this off.
Oh, I forgot my mission.
Come over here. And by the way, these cars do have different heights. The different models aren't just completely aesthetic. You can jump on top of these. So if there's like a collectible high up or a place high up that you want to reach, but you can't really do normally, getting a big car like this can help with that. But if we come to the backyard here, aside from some stuff to collect, no, go away. Maybe I should show this off. Alright, so the wasps over here, you want to be careful of them because if you stand around too... Okay, maybe they don't do it here. Oh no, they do. Stand around too long and they'll shoot you and cause you to lose coins. Of course you can pick them back up, but better just for it to just not happen in the first place. So you want to be careful of them. This is the Wickham's house, as you can tell from Ralph being in the backyard. Excuse you, Ralph. Okay, collect that card. Insanity Pepper, oh well. So, since this is the Wickham's house, and I was talking about avoiding the police earlier, how you can cause as much mayhem as you want, and so long as the police don't catch you, you'll be fine.
Bikini zone's chafing.
Let me show this off. Yeah, you can see it says Wickham right here. But if we go into the backyard and start beating up on Ralph, sorry Ralph, even though he was down by the church earlier, but oh well. Oh, you can actually talk to him.
I saw my daddy shoot a civilian.
Oh god.
An older boy told me to do it.
I think my tummy leaked.
Don't want Ralph to glitch to the ground. So yeah,
Out of my way,
you
chump.
can cause the police to show up by harming Ralph. That seems to be the only reason he's sitting back here, aside from just that little burst of dialogue. It's to give you someone to beat up on free reign, because you can see the police can't come back. Oh. So that's what happens if the police are near you when that happens, but usually so long as you stay away from the gate, they can't bother you, as I will demonstrate again.
You're hitting my special area.
But you can actually see the police car there. He almost killed himself because they are basically, the cop cars in this are basically suicidal. They'll just ram into stuff repeatedly, even if it means their literal death. So yeah, you can beat up on the kid of the chief of police with free reign because in his own backyard, just because. And you heard the police car blow up. If the police car is destroyed, sometimes the meter will just end where it is right there and go back to normal. It'll stop flashing.
Being close is warm and snuggy.
But yeah, it's interesting. I'm pretty sure there was that bit of irony that one of the best places to beat up on people with free reign is beating up the police chief's child in his own backyard. Just an interesting thing to note.
This isn't funny.
Alright, so I think that was off. Let's avoid destroying more stuff. And you saw there, if you get busted, you have a 50 coin fine. Which doesn't mean so much in the later levels, but it means a lot right now. Of course, the cops are also a lot harder to avoid in the later levels. That one, I basically, oh god. I basically just got caught there because I got too cocky and then stood too close to the edge. Basically, if you're in a car and they manage to stop you by like ramming into you, then you get caught. That's the trigger for that. And if you're on ground and if they just catch you, they get near you. Also, while we're over here, let's switch. Why don't we? Yeah. So the navigation system thing's off. Let's turn it back on, because I like that.
Vengeance will be mine.
You can see, yeah, that's what it does. It does put up the arrows, doesn't it? Turn it back off. And, yeah. So the navigation system gives you the arrows on where to go. Again, it's useful if you don't know the map all too well. I'll just keep it on. Why don't we? So I'm basically running through this with default settings, so keep that in mind.
I need your
We'll
help.
switch
My
back to
car
the...
is, sleeping.
Sorry, we'll switch back to the family sedan. Come on. Turn around here. What does that say? Try our new popcorn shrimp thingy. All the signs are different, by the way, for the Krusty Burgers. Yeah, try our new popcorn shrimp thing. Shrimpy things. That's what it is. Shrimpy things. Come down here. You can see there's a sign for the power plant, so that's a helpful indicator of where to go. Over here is, I think this is the Gil Bart was talking about earlier. And he has some cars to sell us. Yeah, Gil. So we can buy the dump truck and the surveillance van. I'm not going to be doing either of those just because yet. Just in case we happen to need one for a mission and we end up buying the other one. My memory of some levels isn't too well, so there's that. Also, over here is a bonus mechanic.
Okay, around town you'll probably run into a few people I like to call losers. Maybe they need a ride, or maybe they need help. Whatever, the point is, once you've helped them out, they will be available to help drive your lazy butt around. So
yeah, I said bonus mechanic. It's just a straight up bonus mission. So in this level, it's Cletus. If it's just a random guy with an objective icon above them, then...
Hey, I know you. You're in my dumb guy support group. Mind if I borrow your truck for a while?
No can do, Mr. Fancy Blue Pants. I begotten to finish up my daily chores, or else Brandine ain't making her muskrat pie tonight.
Fine, I'll help you with your hillbilly chores.
You help me bring in this season's harvest, and I'll take you anywheres you be needing to go. Woohoo! First, most, I want you to go to the gas station, get me some of those cardboard tubes, you know them? I'm gonna build me some indoor plumbing. When you finish with that, knock down all them tobacco plants so the young'uns can clean them up for market.
So this is our bonus level for level 1. There's one bonus mission for level 1. There's one bonus mission for each level, and this happens to be the one here. Complete it and you get a card. Usually it's the card that you drive during the level itself. So find cardboard tubes and collect the tobacco harvest for Cletus in under 2 minutes 30 seconds. So get into our vehicle. Alright, so that's not what we're doing this time, but collect cardboard tubes. So we have 5. Out of the way. Huh. Some of these can be pretty difficult and strict, I can remember. So just gotta keep that in mind. Oh, it's right there. Come on, I hope that isn't in the... No, it's not. I was about to say, I hope it isn't in the cemetery. Over here, and the last one's over here. Usually I thought they'd have you drive the car. That would be playable for the bonus mission, but not this time. Because I know what the reward is, and you can probably guess it too, just by the character we were interacting with. No. So now we got to go to the area where we would have gone before, so you get to see a little extra sightseeing. And this will be the last thing we do in this episode. Come on. Down through here. You can go around here, but if you're daring and don't mind building up your meter a little bit, you can run over civilians in the trailer park. Right there. Come on down here. And you can go around that bend there or hop through the barn right here. And here's the tobacco plants. Be careful driving through this field because each of these individual plants or stalks is counts as a destructible object, and while it is a good way to build up money, it's also a good way to build up your meter. So, yeah, like that. Just be careful. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, there we go. Avoid the cops. So the thing about trying to run away from the cops is you can build your meter back up in the process, and that just delays it even more for you. Don't get caught. Alright. Go back on through. So here's the bend that we went around earlier by cutting through the trailer park. I tried to go this way to avoid building it up even more, but oh well. Also be careful of those ditches. Oh god. Because if you let... Okay, I was about to say. Yeah, be careful of these ditches over here, because if you hit the sewage drainage pipe, it'll oftentimes slow your car down. Just got to be careful about that. But we completed the mission. Come over here to Cletus.
Okay, city boy, I'll help you. You just yell into one of those magic talk boxes, and I come a-running. Oh, man, them things is crazy.
In your face!
Bonus mission complete, and we unlocked Cletus's pickup truck. Let's show it off real quick. Fortunately, we have a telephone booth right over here.
Disco nap.
Yeah, here's the pickup truck.
Bikini zone's chafing.
So it's basically a smaller version of the Plow King, but with slightly better handling in exchange for less toughness. So there's that.
Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back, Rob.
And usually the character that you complete the bonus mission for.
So might as well go for a drive.
Usually the character that you complete the bonus mission for will be driving it, at least in the level you're actually playing it in. Alright, so here's a truck, and so there's a thing with some of the cars where it'll shoot stuff out of the back. Apparently this one, it looks like it's feathers. So there's that thing. I know another car that like has money flying out of the back. So yeah, just different things. Also the horns on all the cars are different, so feel free to test them out. Some of them are quite interesting. One of them in particular I'm thinking of is enjoyable. So we showed off Cletus's pickup truck. No need for it right now. Let's bring up the Plow King so I can show off its horn. Aw, just a regular truck sound. That's boring.
Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back, Rob.
In any case, That should be about all for this episode. I'll meet you guys back up in front of Cletus's house with a hopefully repaired car. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Karmic retribution.